Hello, I'm Joshikins, and welcome to another little First Thoughts vlog. These vlogs are all about talking about a movie, book, or TV show season before I get the written review out on my blog, as those tend to take a while nowadays. And as always, this is going to be spoiler-filled, but the written review won't be. So, yeah. Anyways, today I will be talking about Foxcatcher. It's a 2014 film starring Mark Ruffalo and Steve Carell. And before I continue, I want to say, yes, it's based on real events. And so anything I say during this little vlog is meant on the merits of the film's artistic value and not the horrific incident that, happened. And also, I don't do research for the first thoughts, but then when I get my written review out, I'll be researching just a little bit. So, if I get something wrong or I miss something, just comment below. Tell me of certain facts, even give me sources, say books or websites or whatever. That'd be awesome. So, I first got interested in this film because Mark Ruffalo, and he's a good actor with a lot of range, so I like to see him in different things, and he seems to get into nice roles that make me cry, which is great. And I also wanted to see this movie because of Steve Carell, who I, knew first from The Office and just is really a guy that did comedic roles, so I wanted to see him in something a little more substantial. And Foxcatcher was that. I keep on wanting to say Foxtrotter for some damn reason. And Steve Carell did a good job with the role he was given. He was creepy all the way through. You couldn't see hint of a comedian, at least not to, the extent of The Office, the character he played there. Couldn't see a hint of him, which was good. Mark Ruffalo, of course, did a good job. He continues to impress with his range. I don't mind if an actor or actress or whatever only is good in certain roles and so only sticks to certain roles. But it's nice to see two actors who really have a nice wide range. And he's cute to boot. But, now to sort of the downsides of the film. There seem to be, to me at least, a little lackluster with the character development part. They did do good with the characters of Mark and Dave. Just showing their brotherly relationship was good. They really got that strengthened. However, at the end of the film, when, Dave dies, and afterwards there's no direct shot of Mark receiving the news of his brother's death, and they're supposed to be, really close. There was the whole movie building up this brotherly bond, and when a brother dies, you don't get to see the character's reaction to the news. I mean, it's like Dave dies, and then Mark is, at this one wrestling match, and it's no direct, he doesn't receive the news from anyone, and so that sucks, and I could sort of give it a pass if Mark was happy throughout the majority of the film with a few dark points, so that you knew without him even receiving the news that he was devastated by his brother's death, and you didn't have to actually see that scene to know that that's why he was feeling what he was feeling. But as Mark was down and depressed throughout the film, really, there was just, you couldn't really tell if, what his thoughts was. I mean, you could just assume that he was sad about his brother's death, but you can't, there's no canonical proof. That's all just, headcanons. I also would have liked sort of more backstory on John DuPont. I mean, yes, he is a creepy character who you can tell is not all right in the head. But I would have liked to see why he became the way he is. Genetics, yes. But also, did something help push him over the edge? Did something make it worse? Did he ever get help? Those questions are left unanswered, and I would have liked exploring John DuPont's mind just as much as I would, Mark and Dave's relationship. But those are really the only bad parts of the film. Besides that, it's very well shot, and the music is decent. And if you really want to see if Steve Carell can do more than just make you laugh, I would highly suggest this film. That's the one big reason I'd suggest this film, and I'm not gonna. I've heard people talk about, what happened in the Foxcatcher ranch, and I'm probably going to be running into a bunch of news about that, doing the rain review, which I am not looking forward to. I mean, just basically hearing brief accounts of what happened was enough to make me go, I don't know if I want to see this film, but I have to. And yeah, I watched part of it with my dad, and then the rest of it alone, where I was just free to comment to the TV, both to calm myself down, because yeah, it's a decent film. And if you want to comment below with, your opinions on, Foxcatcher, the actual real life incident, and maybe point me towards some good sources about it, just, comment below. It won't be happy reading, but will be informative. God. But I have been Jashikins, owner at jashikins.blogspot.com. If you go to my blog, you can see wonderful vlog reviews, first thoughts, and a bunch of other stuff on the sidebar thingy. There's links to where else I'm on the web, and there's also some nice cool stuff on the sidebar that you should check out. And in the description is a link to donate your account if you donate your Twitter and or Facebook accounts to my campaign. Thank you very much. And I believe I'm going to start adding a link to my main paper.li. Just it updates once a week, so you can subscribe to it, and basically just once a week get to see all my updates of blogs, writings, videos, and some other stuff. And these links will be added once I actually get on my laptop. So, yeah. So I hope you all have a very good day, and until next video, goodbye.